So it's a very back to basics video. I like to collage, so let's collage. I like to be creative at night, so let's do it at night, even if the lighting sucks. I'm gonna challenge myself to collage every night just for fun. There's no pressure to make anything good or pretty. It's just to have fun. Anyway, so this is my collage notebook that I just decided was a collage notebook. I've only done like 2 things in it. Let's see. I did this, which was a video that I made. I mean, it's nothing special. I was just messing around. This, which is also a video. And so I guess we'll start here on this page. I've got some Arizona Highway magazines. I have a Bassmaster magazine. I don't even know how this came to me. Some Farm and Ranch magazines. Like, what is this? I don't even know. I have some Zingerman catalogs. I just think their art is so cute, so I've been saving them. These Afar magazines keep getting delivered to my job, so I figured we could mess around with these. Same with these Wired magazines. I have this Vanity Fair. I have no idea how I got this. And then I have a Natural Grocers mailing thing that they mail. So I have no idea what we're gonna do. Like, these are not magazines I would typically reach for. Today is Monday, and we will see what I end up with at the end of the week. That's pretty much the end of my my jibber jabber. So let's get started. I was thinking maybe we could just lean into the theme of orange for this first one. Like, it makes it easy for me. It's just colors, picking out like whatever I like or whatever works for me that's orange or orange-esque. I kind of have a general idea of what I want to do. I've drifted away from the orange idea, and I think I'm gonna try and do like a puppet theater. I don't know. I found this picture in here. Where is it? Of these curtains, and it's not very big, but it just made me want to like use them. And I thought, oh, puppet theater. So let's try it. Or not even puppet theater, but like theater stage type thing. Okay, so I just finished night number 1, and like I said, it's a stage, like a theater, but we have the stage area here. On stage, there's some buildings and a doe and a fish and like some sand, I guess. And then we have like the lights, and we have 2 ladies. We got some trees on the sides. I used these like shelves of bowling shoes to kind of like make a wall. And then the roof. So I guess it's like an outdoor theater because we can see the city. Okay, so that's night number 1. Okay, night 2. It is Tuesday night, so we are on to the next page. We'll just do it right on the back. Last night I was kind of inspired by the curtains, so I'm gonna have to kind of dig around and see what like sparks some idea. I kind of feel like I already have some inspiration looking at this Zingerman's catalog because there's like a little portrait of some guy with like a frame of noodles around him. But I was thinking, what if we did like a wall of like a gallery wall? So making frames and pictures to go in them, wallpaper. That's kind of what I'm gonna aim for with this one. So I think I've reached a stopping point with this one. As I say that, I'm like, wait, I need to fix that. Okay, now it's done. It's a lot simpler than yesterday's. Yesterday's had a lot going on, like very theatrical. This one I think feels a lot more, I don't know, graphic because of all the black and white and like, blocks of color. I was originally going to do like a gallery wall like we talked about, and then I kind of only found this picture that I wanted to use. I feel like I've reached a stopping point where I'm like, I don't want to add anything else. So that will be it for Tuesday. Night 3. This is Wednesday night, and I am feeling pretty nervous about tonight because it's already really late. It's 10:30, so hopefully I can just find a bunch of random stuff like this. That looks nice, and just like make something happen. So yeah, time to get started. This is a transition to nothing. So I think for this one, I'm going to lean into like graphic elements, like probably primary colors and like sharp lines. I just feel like I'm pulling a bunch of pictures that look like that. So let's see what we can do. I just finished Wednesday nights. Definitely more on the graphic line side, just like the other ones. So there's lots of through lines, I guess, through each different aspect of this collage. Like you see, like the lines go through here, up here, and these ones correspond here. I tried to find places where the lines could line up. And then there's this set of trousers with feet. And then this round shape. And then this is like a speaker. But yeah, that is Wednesday night. I can't believe it. We're already going to Thursday night, which is crazy. I can't believe I've been doing this consistently. I am surprised. Definitely later in the evening, I got home and I guess I was really tired because I took a nap. And yeah, now I'm awake. I've been through these Wired magazines and these Afar magazines so many times, so I'm wondering what I'm going to be able to make today. I haven't been reaching into the other magazines like the Arizona Highways or the Farm and Ranch or Bassmaster or the Zingerman catalogs. I don't think that I probably will for the rest of this just because I feel more inspired by the other magazines and their graphics. But I think maybe in a different video I can like tackle the Zingerman magazines or the catalogs, I should say. But it's time to get started. I'm stalling. I just need to find like an inspo image and get started. I have been thinking of a landscape, but maybe I'll do it like in a weird rectangular fashion. But like something like this with like hills and a tree. I think that's what I'm aiming for, but you know how it is. We'll see when it's all said and done. It's nothing too complex tonight. I originally was cutting out all these like rectangular strips of color with the idea that I would make a big full image with like, you know, a landscape, hills, but I was like, this is just not working. And then I was just kind of like playing with them. And I was like, I like kind of like this, so I'll just do this. It was tough though to glue everything down because my glue stick is gone. This is my second glue stick that I have finished over the course of this. I think they were already kind of a little bit used, but yeah, I need to get some more tomorrow. So I think this worked out perfect considering the amount of glue I had for the evening, but that is night 4 done. It's Friday night. Wow. I can't believe it. We've come so far. It's been a road that's been traveled. I don't know what I'm saying. So tonight is the last night of this work week collage adventure that I've been on. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I know last night was way simplified. I'm at the mercy of my whims, I guess. So might as well get started. Okay, I finished Friday nights. I had to use Mod Podge because I was out of glue, so I just had to make this work. And I was all over the place. I was like, should I do windows or flowers or signs? Or I just kind of pulled out some of my favorite like color strips. I had this that I had pulled out before and I really liked this, but I wasn't sure how to use it. This was from like a quilt, and I just kind of put it together in a way that made sense, I guess, to me. Oh, I just found another one. I think we're good though. Yeah, so that's Friday. Well, it's Saturday. We made it. I finished. I can't believe it. We got through 5 work day nights of collaging, starting with Monday night. I feel like as you go through them, you can kind of see my, I don't know, like emotional load on the page because Monday, it's like I'm excited for this project. I've had the weekend to rest, so it's more of like a reflective day. There's a lot more going on. It's kind of like almost dreamy and theatrical. And I think that's because was like working with more energy emotionally, I guess. And then you kind of see Tuesday and Wednesday night. I feel like the impression I get from these is very like structure heavy because of all the lines and like the architecture and kind of like being in a structure and like, I don't know, there's like a window. I just kind of feel like it almost reflects me and how I feel about my life in a way, which is pretty crazy. I didn't expect it to be that way. I feel like Thursday I was the most emotionally overloaded, and I feel like you see it here in how pared down it is. It's almost like the more, like, I don't want to say volcanic, but that kind of like word I am emotionally, the more it's pared down in like structure to kind of balance how I'm feeling. And then we get to Friday, and it's still kind of like this obscure. I feel like they get more obscure as we go on. I just feel like it's beyond, like I've moved beyond this day into a different day. And I feel like you can kind of see it on the pages. But it's interesting how from Monday to Friday, it just becomes this very different vibe. The challenge kind of came from the pared down materials I was using. Like I was using the Afar magazines, the Wired magazines, and I pretty much just stuck to those. Sometimes I really like working like that with like limitations on what I can use. So even though those were magazines I would never get or reach for or use, I feel like it was reflective of how I like to work by like limiting my materials and all that jazz. I don't think there's anything in here that belongs in a museum, but it was definitely a fun experience. And I'm proud of myself for getting it done, for coming every night and doing it, because there were definitely nights where I was like, I don't want to, but I did anyways. Thank you for joining me on this little collage adventure. I hope you had fun and enjoyed tagging along, and I will see you next time. Bye.